Good morning or afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. Like Benjamin, it's middle neck for him. I always like to point him out.
Hey, Kathy. Hey, Chris. Hey, Ben.
And if who's here? Janine, my
Nancy.
mom, Lynette, Thomas,
Mom.
Chris, Mom. Kath, I think you said Kathy already. John.
Oh, Alash. Hello, Alash.
Oh yeah, Lesh. Hi, Lesh.
It's spelled A-L-I-A. Alia.
Alia.
My granddaughter has the same name as Alish's daughter. It's just spelled differently.
Ooh.
Isn't that fun?
We have Betsy. Hi, Betsy. And then Lynette. I think I said everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry.
Kathy said something funny. Oh.
You missed your family last week. Kathy said something about missing her family last week because she slept through. What?
You slept through our LiveCast? What?
Kathy? Oh.
Never.
I can get up for our LiveCast. You can get up.
If Benjamin's still awake, you can be up.
Yeah, Lynette, it's really hot out west. It really is. I won't tell you that it's 18 degrees C here, which is really kind of nice.
Oh, yes. So Betsy mentioned that Mindy was on Connie's, and she got interviewed by Connie. How exciting!
Yes, and she's got a lot of views. Should be good for WikiTree.
Yay!
And one of my members I helped like 3 years ago, Lynn Buca-Fury, wrote a really nice comment on there. So thank you, Lynn.
John Tyner says he's participating in his very first WikiTree challenge this week.
Okay. Hey, John, how's it going? You're participating. So this week we actually have, if you missed Wednesday, I even missed Wednesday because at the time I was at work. We're actually doing our winner from Roots Text. We had a raffle. So we had a random, well, not random, but somebody who, somebody in the genealogy community who entered to win. Not necessarily a star, but she won a raffle. So we're doing her this week, and it's great.
She's a star to S.
Yes. I know she's super excited. I think she's going to have her mom on next Wednesday, so we can reveal everything.
Fun.
Yeah. It'll be great. So,
hey, Sarah.
Uh-huh.
Guess what?
What?
We have a fun question of the week this week.
Oh, really?
Well, they're always fun.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mags almost missed the live cast altogether because she was so.
I woke up really early this morning. I woke up early this morning, and I lie in bed when I first wake up, and I'm horrible. I get my phone, I read my emails. I actually answer work emails and start working literally as soon as I wake up. Stupid. But this morning, I woke up really early and I started reading all of the great stories, and I was so enraptured by the stories that I was reading that I looked at the clock and I was like, oh no, I have to shower and eat and make coffee and get in there. 10 minutes till, and Sarah's like, are you coming in today? I'm like, yes. Oops. So they're great stories. They range from a child being thrown by an elephant to a sea-borne rescue of a malaria patient that gets struck by a squall in the Bahamas, but they still make it to Nassau for the hospital. It's crazy. So yeah, great questions of the week. And let's check it out.
Great answers. Oh, look, it's me on Mag's screen.
Look, I gotta move you. I always try and center it so that when I look at the screen, I like to look at people. I can look, it looks like I'm looking at the camera while I'm looking at the screen, but all right.
Let's make it bigger, Mags.
No.
Bigger? No? Oh.
How about even bigger? See, I told you I had to update.
Just zoom in. Zoom.
I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. How about that?
Oh. I did not my control zoom, and then I zoom.
No, well, yeah, I could do that. Question of the week: what's your favorite story you have of your paternal ancestors? So that's anybody on your father's side of the family, any story. And there were so many, many cool stories. This is a cool one with a great picture. Love those pictures from Alexis Nelson. Alexis, you never let us down. We always have cool stories from you. And this is about frugality. Her paternal grandmother, Pearl McCleary Lovelace, taught frugality by her father. And so she wanted very much to pass this on to her son. So she taught him to save his pennies. And every month they would go and they would deposit his pennies. He had this jar full of pennies. He would deposit his pennies in the bank. And then in 1929, the banks closed and he lost every single penny he had deposited.
How many pennies? Did he say how many pennies?
No, he never again deposited a single penny in a bank after that. My grandmother, the lore in our family, and this is on my mother's side, but the lore in our family, it was my grandmother would stuff $20 bills. My grandfather would give her a $20 a week allowance. And so she would stuff these $20 into sock rolls in her drawers. And that was just the family lore. I moved my grandparents out of their house and she had rolls and rolls of $20 bills stuffed into socks in her sock drawers. And when I found her, I was like, Mama, it's true. And she's like, oh, give me that. Like, what else you got hidden in here? Anyway. It's going to be one of those mornings, folks. Sorry.
My mom just mentioned that her paternal grandfather, if he did not like the way the pasta was cooked, he would throw the plate. I just showed it. Throw the plate on the floor.
Oh, that's pretty. Wow.
The Italian or Spanish? That was Spanish. Italian.
We had so many great answers, and don't forget to go through and upvote these answers. Let's see. Talking about somebody's grandfather, great-grandfather ended up being in the wrong place at the right time and ended up chauffeuring people around that were gangsters in Chicago. That was a fun one. That's from Thomas Kernline.
Thomas, thank you for sharing.
Yes. Lots of stuff about people with feuds, the Gun Clan feud. So that's fun. Very, very much earlier than the what is it? The Hatfields and McCoys. Let's see. Talking about my Quaker, this is from David Huey. My Quaker ancestor, Jonathan Pitts, ran naked through the woods to escape a Native American attack. Interesting. Jessica Key. William Alexander McFadder, love that name, did not want to fight in the Civil War, so to avoid conscription, he hid out in the riverbanks along the Mississippi River, and his wife snuck him food for 5 years. That's craziness. Chris Ferriello. Chris. He's saying he wants to make this PG. Chris, everything you say should be PG. Just saying.
Yes, Chris. Just
his
PG all the time.
Marco. What's that?
Just PG all the time.
Yeah, PG all the time. This is a fun one because Marco, his grandfather, yes, he wanted to. He went down into the basement of the house where they kept wine or wherever it was, and he took a wine bottle. Marco took a wine bottle and filled it with water because his grandma Ollie. Who did it? Anyway, somebody wanted to try out wine, and so the grandpa filled it with water, and the grandma caught them downstairs turning the wine bottle up, thinking that it was wine. So that's a cute story from Chris Ferriello. Let's see. And Peter Roberts. This was cool. They, the family were living in the Bahamas, which is where Peter Roberts is from, if you didn't know that. His father, Bert, was living with his family in Marsh Harbor. He became deathly ill, and his family surmised that he had contracted malaria. My grandfather, Benny, instructed his oldest son, Rupert, then age 17, and daughter, Una, age 15, to take Bert to the hospital in Nassau. Not a big deal, except they were on a different island. So they had to take an 18-foot sloop and sail it 100 miles south in open ocean to take this kid to the hospital. Not a big deal. And then they got caught by a storm, but they still made it. So that's a pretty incredible story, or Peter wouldn't be here. And Marion Cerruti, who also has Bahamian roots, starts commenting on that as well. I've got to find the really good one. Living asking him is wrong, told him the situation. Let's see. I'm looking for the specific one. Oh, here's a great picture. There's one in here where a kid who really liked peanuts stole a peanut from an elephant, and the elephant picked the kid up with a trunk and threw the kid across the room. So lots of really incredibly good stories. You should spend some time like I did this morning and read through them. They're just so much fun. A couple of good pictures like the one from Janine. Hi, Janine, who had a fun picture about Henry Eiselman talking about West Virginia. Anyway, so there's lots of really good stuff in here. Go and read and have fun.
Well, thank you everyone who shared their stories about their. We love to read the stories and talk about the stories and laugh about some stories like the elephant. That was
throwing the kid because he stole a peanut.
I wonder if that's like a exaggerated story about an elephant with a peanut and the kid, or is this true? You always have to take. Sometimes you have to take stories from family stories with a grain of salt.
With a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But they're still fun to talk about.
They're family myths. We asked, what stories do you have? We didn't ask what facts. Yeah,
stories, not facts. Watching Sarah trying not to laugh made Nancy laugh because that was just really funny. The elephant. Okay. Don't mess with an elephant. I don't think anybody else said anything. But yeah, so go read those fascinating stories, and I guess we'll move on unless anybody has any comments. But profiles of the week. Another funny thing for this week. It's comedians, but specifically slapstick comedians. Am I sharing my screen? I think I am. Yes. Okay. So this week we're featuring our main one is Stan Laurel because he was born this week, June 16th. So it's usually how we decide on a theme. So Stan Laurel, born 1890 in England, and as we're talking, please let us know who you're most closely connected to. So he was an English actor, comic actor, writer, and film director, most famous as Laurel, as the comedy act Laurel and Hardy. And Laurel met Oliver Hardy around 1920, and they briefly worked together on short silent films. Did any of you guys watch any of those? Their films? Are you familiar?
I can relay a cute story. I kind of related to you guys earlier. If you've lived in the U.S., you knew about the Shakey's Pizza chain, where they showed Laurel and Hardy movies constantly on a big screen and played ragtime music with banjos and pianos. And I, like my dad, I'm like, we're going over to Shakey's. And he's like, what do you people get on over there at that pizza place? And I'm like, Dad, you wouldn't believe it. They show Laurel and Hardy movies, play ragtime music. And he was like, uh-huh. And then what? Really?
Sure, they do.
Ragtime music.
And then he ended up, he passed away in California, in Santa Monica. He lived out his final years in a small flat in Santa Monica. And apparently in 1961, he was given the Lifetime Achievement Academy Award for his pioneering work in comedy. And he achieved his lifelong dream as a comedian and was involved in nearly 190 films. And he has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on 7021 Hollywood Boulevard. Cool. Okay, next one. Next one is the other side of the act. Oliver Hardy. Born in Georgia in 1892. Also passed away in California. So was the other half of Laurel and Hardy. He also has a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame and is located on 1500 Vine Street. Oh, look, there's a little kitty cat on that picture. How cute. Wait, who? What is this? Somebody has a tattoo. Of Oliver Hardy on them? Interesting. Next we have Harpo Max or Delpho Marx. Why did I say Max? I don't know. Maybe I
said yes. R. Max?
Max? Yeah. Somebody was saying that they were working on, Benjamin was working on Harpo this week. You were working on his profile, Benjamin? I'm sorry. Okay, sorry, Benjamin. Let me just start yelling instead. Do you want me to? Oh, okay. Harpo Marx, not Max. Born in New York City in 1888. We have some quotes at the beginning of his profile. Let's see. I was gonna reading. I didn't really look at these ahead of time this week. Apparently, he was one of 5, and he was the only son who had formal lessons as it's a musical singing number. Oh, they wanted him to be a musical singing number. Look at him playing the harp.
I love collaborative genealogy, don't you, Ben?
Mm-hmm. It is awesome. That is a beautiful profile.
Yep.
So do you guys know about Benjamin? Why don't you tell us a little bit about Harpo Marx since you worked on his profile? He played a lot of instruments.
He was my least favorite of the Marx brothers. I don't know why.
Just because. Was his name Harpo because of the harp?
I'm assuming. That's what I was wondering too. I don't think I knew
Benjamin,
about that.
Is this true? Hold on. Probably says it here. Now I want to know. Was his nickname Harpo because he played the harp?
I bet you have all of their movies, Ben. I bet you do.
Apparently, Harpo chose never to speak again when in character.
I think maybe that's why I didn't get him.
Because he didn't speak?
Yeah. I thought that was strange. But look at Penn and Teller. I mean, they do it quite well, too. One of them not speaking.
Well, Thomas says, yes, supposedly because of the harp. Okay. Cool. Okay. So Harpo, Marx. Why do I keep wanting to say Max? Marx is named Harpo because of the harp. Okay, so next we have Benny
Does somebody
Hill.
need to go pick somebody up?
I know. It sounded like somebody fell down the stairs. That was not here.
Cat running about.
Oh, wow. What kind of cat? Do you have a lion in there?
Have you been ignoring him today, Sarah?
Do you take Kiki with you when you go on that?
Okay. Benny Hill. Born in England, 1924. He was the son of former circus performers, and he later changed his first name to Benny, originally Alfred. Homage to his favorite comedian, Jack Benny.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Huh.
That's cool.
At age 17, he moved from Southampton to London to be a theater performer, and by 1955 he had his own sketch comedy television show in the UK, which grew popularity in its heyday and aired in 140 countries. What show was it? Doesn't say what show it was. What show was it?
Benny Hill Show?
Oh, just okay. I didn't know if there was another name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
It's pretty raucous, the Benny
Yes.
Hill Show. That was a good way of putting it. Raucous.
Yes.
Raucous. Apparently, he also served in the World War II in the British Army. As a he was a mechanical engineer. Interesting. So that was Benny Hill. Oh, look, Lucy, I'm home.
No. Lucy, I've been looking for you.
That's what Max says every time Lucy Lavelle comes into the room.
And
to
it's
the
I'm
live
trying
stream.
to impersonate Desi Arnaz talking to Lucy. Lucy, I've been looking for you.
Oh, okay. So I'm probably most familiar with, at least so far, the ones we've looked for.
And you know, there's a new biopic coming out with who is it? Keith Urban's wife. What's her name? Playing Lucy. What's her name? Keith Urban's wife. She's an Academy Award-winning actress.
I'm blanking.
I'm blanking too. Somebody tell us quickly.
Okay.
Anyway,
Keith
there's a new
Urban
coming out.
Wife.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman, yeah.
Thank goodness for
None of us could remember that.
Okay, so Lucille Ball, or Lucy, was born in New York in 1911. Died in Beverly Hills in 1989. She is known for the I Love Lucy and all of the spin-offs. And she was married to the actor who was also in I Love Lucy, Desirdo Arnaz III, Desi
Arnaz.
Desi Arnaz. Yeah, and she was the first woman to run a major television studio, Desilu Productions in 1963. And then she also married comedian Gary Morton as well.
I did not know this. Joe said Lucille started the project for Star Trek. Was she and Ray Bradbury good friends, or tell us more, Joe?
Tell me more. Hold on.
Chris says it was his brother in the wine story. You have to go and read the story. It's a really cute story about Chris's brother.
Okay. Doesn't say anything about that on her profile, at least, but I want to know. You said Star Wars or Star Trek? Star.
Supposedly, she identified a Japanese monitoring station in California because she had a dental procedure that put a filling in her tooth. And every time she drove past this area, she picked up this radio signal. And she eventually went to the police about it because there was something just strange. And supposedly they found a Japanese listening center because of her tooth. Now, I don't know if that's a true story, but that's a story about Lucille Ball.
She backed the project, says my mom.
Oh, about Star Trek. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Lucille Ball, Star Trek. We're going to Google it.
See, we're checking up on you, Joe.
During the mid-1960s, she was owner and chief executive of Desilu Studios and such responsible for approving the initial production of Star Trek. That's cool.
Joe, I'm going to get you as a partner in my next game of Trivial Pursuit.
I went to a trivia last week.
Did you take your mom?
No, I was with my friends.
Take her in your pocket. You could put a little phone in your ear, a little microphone thing in your ear, and you could get your mom to tell you the answer.
Well, we could have cheated, because they weren't really, it was like at a bar, and we could have used their phones, but we were trying to be honest. And I thought we were doing okay, but we were second to last. It was really bad.
What, during your quilting bee or after?
I don't believe you, Chris, but yes. We have heard the for Neelix. If you're not a Star Trek, if you're not a Trekker, then you don't get that joke. Or a Trekkie.
My mom is a Trekkie for sure.
Oh.
Okay. Wait, Lucy was in a Marx Bro movies?
Yeah, he mentioned it up above that there was a really cool scene with I don't remember where
Room
it was.
service? This says comments?
There we go.
I'm on a Google spree today, so I will Google everything.
She's Google checking. She's fact checking Google.
Mm-hmm. And then Nancy thought that I made a typo for Netflix.
Yeah, Neelix. He's a character from Discovery.
Okay, so we have Gail, Preston Henry, married 4 times, born in 1893 in California.
Yeah, Voyager. Sorry, not Discovery. Thank you.
She was one of the most memorable. I guess that's a term for a female comedian.
She was she's my closest. Do you know that she was the olive oil, the girlfriend of Popeye the Sailor Man? She was the model for that. That was
wow.
Yeah, I can see that.
Tall, skinny, dark, goofy.
Apparently, she was in over 250 shorts and featured primarily between the years 1914 and 1933. She even wrote a few of the scripts, which are considered to be the most outrageous scenes she ever acted in. Apparently, her father was a saloon keeper. Worked at the saloon. Apparently, according to records, she was an only child. This is a very good bio written out.
I want to know this too, Ben. Somebody's pretty slack around here about that.
Wait, what? Huh?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, how do we not get Star Trek Stars Mission Astronaut Week? Ben. Come on. Maybe we'll have a Star Trek week.
Ooh, oh my gosh. That would be so much fun. We could do Star Trek shirts. I would wear the red one because I would be the one that would be killed.
Which Trekkie are you most closely connected to?
Oh, that's funny.
Who's your Trekkie? I don't know. I'm just coming up with stuff on the fly.
Thomas Kerneline, I agree with you. It went way, way dark and all that war stuff.
Okay. So that's Gail Henry. Okay. Next. Ooh. Charlie Chaplin. Born in London in 1889. He died in Switzerland. I didn't know that. In 1977. Apparently his father was a versatile vocalist and actor, and his mother known under the stage name of Lily Harley. Apparently Charles was awarded an honorary Oscar during the 1929 Academy Awards. And then he just has sources. Somebody needs to work on his profile. Say that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's surprising.
Now. Who wants to take that on?
He was huge.
I'm going to assign somebody a task. Yeah, Charlie Chaplin's like the comedian.
Did you say Canadian?
Comedian.
Oh, I'm like.
Yeah, definitely not Canadian. Okay. Next we have Buster Keaton, or Joseph. Born in Kansas. Just like Dorothy.
Buster Keaton was like the person who began slapstick in cinema. He was
in the Twilight Zone?
Very good.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. Apparently, his family friend was Harry Houdini. Let me tell you, Houdini, even though he's not a comedian, Houdini's a cool profile. He's a cool guy. And just a fun fact, he died on Halloween.
Is that where we get Sucker Punch from? From Houdini? I think you should fact check that.
Sucker Punch, Houdini. Well, it's not popping up, so I don't. Did Houdini really die after being sucker punched?
I guess he knew he was going to be punched. That a sucker punch is when you punch somebody and they don't know it's coming.
I mean, he had to have planned his death. That's all I'm saying, to die on Halloween. But whatever. That's a conspiracy theory for another day.
That is like an intense picture of Houdini too, by the way.
Yeah, I know, with the chains. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. Oh, so Keaton himself verified the origin of his nickname Buster, given to him by Houdini. So Buster was given to him by Houdini when, at the age of 3, fell down a flight of stairs and was picked up and dusted off by Houdini, who said to Keaton's father Joe, also nearby, that the fall was a Buster. That's cool. Have you guys seen The Twilight Zone? I saw that episode of him.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Apparently he was in some silent features and a silent MGM film called Spite Marriage. Apparently his first appearance in a film with sound was the ensemble piece The Hollywood Review of 1929. Oh, something about the Marx Brothers. Wait. Underpaid gagman for comedians such as the Marx Brothers in 1949, he was consulted on how to do a realistic and comedic fall for the film In the Good Old Summertime, in which an expensive violin is destroyed. Very cool. Okay, next. We have a lot of them, so I'm trying to not spend. Josephine Davis. Joan Davis.
That was one of my closest ones.
Really?
Well, it was Joan Davis, Harpo Marx, and Buster Keaton equally.
I'm close to a lot of them, but Lucille Ball and Gail Henry is actually my closest. But Harpo Marx, Oliver Hardy, Lucille Ball, and then Gail Henry being my closest.
I still have to check mine. Once we're finished, I'll check mine.
You want me to check yours while we're talking?
Oh, yes. Please go ahead.
Let me find Sarah. What are you, Callus 77?
Yes. 74. Callus 74. That was my wiki ID. Now everybody can go see how close they are related to me.
Let's see.
So born in 1912 and then died in 1961 in California.
You are 20 degrees from Oliver Hardy, 23 from Harpo Marx. Let's see. 22 from Lucille, 20 from Gail Henry. So I knew we would be close because that goes up the same line. 21 from Charlie Chaplin, 20 from Buster Keaton. Nice.
So who was like closest to? I guess a couple were 20.
You're closest to Gail Henry and Buster Keaton.
Okay.
And wait. And Oliver Hardy, you had 3 tied for the closest.
Very cool. I'm connected closely to comedians. So apparently Joan, by 1941, she'd become a well-established actress, but had not yet achieved a movie that defined her talents. Trying to find. Are you guys familiar with Joan Davis?
I'm trying to place her. I can't.
Yeah. So there was a show called I Married Joan. Apparently it was a competitor with I Love Lucy. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Anybody has any fun facts about Joan? Not familiar. Okay, let's move on. We still have photos to look at anyway.
Yeah.
Graham Kennedy, Australia.
Woo-hoo.
Benjamin. You can tell me all about this man. So Graham Kennedy. Look, he was dubbed the king of television, apparently, according to that picture. So he made television debut in 1957. He's been in the Blankety Blanks, the Melbourne Tonight, the Graham Kennedy Show, Coast to Coast, Australia's Funniest Home Video Show. Instead of America's, it's Australia's. And then was in movies, The Club, They're a Weird Mob, Don's Party, Traveling North. He was made an officer of the Order of Australia posthumously, and in Australia Day 2006 awards. Very cool. And he died in 2005. And then the last on our list.
Somebody just put this in here so you'd pronounce it.
Are they being mean? What am I have to pronounce? What am I trying to pronounce?
Louis Germain David.
Oh, this one.
De Funes de Galarza de Funes.
Well, this is, I guess this is French. Louis Germain David.
And then it changes to
de Funes. That wasn't too bad. Those ones the Latin names I can do. So he was born in France in 1914. Oh, look, Isabel is the profile manager. That makes.
Isabel, are you in here today? I don't know.
I didn't see her.
I haven't seen her either.
So apparently he played in over 150 roles in film and 100 on stage. His acting style is remembered for its high energy performance. In one of the films he starred in was The Mad Adventures of Rabbi Jacob. It was released in the USA and earned a Golden Globe Award nomination. And then we have some of his stuff that's in French, which I can't read, so I'm sorry. I can try to pronounce it all, but I'm not going to know what it says. And apparently he's one of the most famous French actors of all time and known in other several European countries, but he's unknown in the English-speaking world. And those are our profiles of the week, everyone.
Good profiles of the week.
Yeah, they were fun. I always learn something new when I do these. Okay, now, unless anybody has any comments or...
Things are going on. There's some conversations going on, but... Okay,
so our photos are paternal. Oh man, I should have uploaded a photo. Oh well.
Ben's still working. He just put a photo link up.
Who's still working? Ben
Mulsworth.
Oh.
He just posted something new to the Marx Brothers.
Oh. What did you post? What did he post?
He posted the last film of one of the Harpo's last films. He's posted a link to it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Thank you, Ben.
Yes.
Joe Callis wants to know, why didn't we put Tim Conway up? Really? Or Carol Burnett?
I don't know.
Who picks these people? We want to know.
Well, each week we put, hold on a second, guys. So each week we ask for your suggestions on these people. So
there you
next
go.
week we have race drivers and you can put in your suggestions. And if they're connected, they have photos, we will feature them. And we try to be varied in our, countries and all of that. We try to vary it up. So if you suggest it, we will put it on there. So keep a lookout for these.
I have a very, very distant cousin who's a NASCAR driver, Gray Golding.
We'll put that suggestion in here. Yeah, do it. See,
they have to be. They have to be. Your mom is pointing out that they shouldn't be alive. And Carol
they do have to
be.
be.
Tim's not.
Well, we have. If you guys didn't notice that we are opening up some notables, with the change. You guys haven't noticed that. So, but I think still for the profiles of the week, they do need to be deceased.
Yeah, and those were very early. Lynette points out that they were very early comedians.
Yeah, they were. So you can suggest, look at all these people are suggesting. So they just have to be connected to the tree, you know? So you can suggest whoever you like. Okay, now on to the photos. So this week the theme is paternal, because you know tomorrow in many countries is Father's Day.
Daddy Day.
Daddy Day.
Daddy Day.
Daddy Day. Okay. So we've got 35 images to look at. Are we ready?
Yep.
So Robert Wissinger.
Aww.
This one's a cute one.
That's cute.
I thought it was a hair on my.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe that those people are the parents. They must be the grandparents.
Grandparents.
Yes, that's what it says. It says Grammy, Gramp and Grammar. Gramp from Pennsylvania. Okay. So Thomas McCleary and his 3 younger half-brothers.
They all look very alike, even if they are halves.
I wonder if
that is Thomas on the far left there.
Sitting right. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
You would think the 3 of them have the really intense mustache. One of them you could say is almost a handlebar mustache. Almost. Maybe you can.
Those would be walrus mustaches.
Walrus mustaches?
Walrus.
I need to look up all the different terms for mustaches.
Not really. Not.
No?
Hey, Sarah.
Yeah?
Is that a puppy in that picture?
I know. It looks like a little doggo. And Janine uploaded this one. I think Janine's still in here. How cute.
That is adorable.
Look like a little... I wouldn't say it's a chihuahua. Would you say
Move
it's a
your
chihuahua?
cursor. It looks like it has something in its mouth. No. Cute. Oh, that's so funny.
That is cute. I think Janine's in that photo. Yeah, she is. Are you the little blonde one, Janine? Is that you? George, Robert. Oh, checking on the Australian winter.
Austrian.
Oh, oops. I just wanted to make it Australia for some reason.
Winter peas.
Denton County, Texas.
It was a Pomeranian Terrier mix.
That's quite a mix.
That is a mix. That would be a busy dog.
Okay, I see that. I see the I see the Pomeranian and the Terrier. That's a good one.
That's nice.
Says Harry W. Hoover in front of Efred's department store in North Carolina.
Janine was the little yellow blonde hair kid.
Yeah, I think I've seen other photos. She's usually... It looks like he has a ponytail. Like his hair is slicked back into a ponytail. That's what it looks like to me. Do you guys agree?
No.
Yeah.
I just want him to have a ponytail. He just looks like a man who would have a ponytail.
1942, I don't think so. That was real,
Let me
real
dream,
cream.
True.
Real cream.
Yeah, true.
No, he just looks like I don't know. He just looks like he'd have a ponytail. Just crushed my dreams. It's okay. Crushed them.
Crushed your dreams.
Pap and Ma'am Sims family.
Come on, Thomas.
What did Thomas say?
He said he's been slacking on getting the pronunciation guidelines up.
Well, this week was an easy week for me. I know it's not just for me, but Austin in World War II in his army uniform.
Austin Wesley Huggins.
That's a name. Jim as a young man in bow tie.
Your mama's gonna get after Thomas, just saying.
Get him, Mom. Get him. Get him. Oh, that's a cute one.
That's a beautiful picture.
That really is.
That is a really nice photo.
Oh, look, there's a cat.
Oh.
The cat, Sarah.
There's a cat. Look at him. Oh, that was way too close up. Look at the cat.
There's also a family in that picture.
Yeah, is there and a father? A father, isn't that why we're here?
Nobody cares. Only the things that matters.
The cat did not care at all. The cat's like, I can't believe this kid's holding me up in front of this photograph.
The Lawsons. That's an interesting background.
Isn't that?
Oh, it just looks like it's okay. It looks like it's in like a little cropped thing, but still an interesting background. There's like tassels and
Yeah. I'm the one that's usually going on about the backgrounds. Yeah.
yeah. Who knows what's going on?
They look very serious.
They do.
It looks like there's dirt on the ground. They're sitting in like wooden chairs.
Like at a fairgrounds or...
Yeah. Is there a description on that?
Well, let's see. Nope. Maybe in the G2G. I don't know. Maybe we can scroll
James
through them.
Madison Matt Lawson.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
that is a really good Father's Day photograph.
yeah.
That is.
That is.
I was actually looking at all the photos. I was gonna scan a photo of me and my dad, but I forgot. I'm so horrible. There's a photo of one of these photos of my dad holding me, and I was gonna do one of those, but I forgot.
That's a great picture.
I like that one a lot. It's cute. Oh, this one's cute too. Billy and Pop Pop. Oh, that's adorable.
What a cutie.
Oh, look who
so
guess who that's from. That's from Thomas Conaline.
Is that Thomas? No, that can't be Thomas.
No. James. And Pop.
Is that your dad? Oh, that's his dad, maybe. Is that your dad? That is his dad. Because look, remember the sculpture photo. Eventually, we'll just tie all of Thomas's photos that he shared together, and we'll just have a family collage of Thomas's family. That is a photo.
I love the old photos that have that little border stuff on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't even see that one kid, like the fence. It's just in the way.
Is that an animal in front of them, in front of the fence? What is that?
I think it's a vine or something.
That's a horse. Look,
it's a horse.
Oh, on that side.
Is there another animal in front of them?
No, I think this is a bush.
I think it's vine, yeah.
It looks like it has a beak.
Maybe there's another horse over here. Or something. Or maybe
it's not funny. We're looking at pictures of people, and we always go crazy for the animals. And the backgrounds.
And borders and
I'm always looking in the windows behind them for people looking out. That's a cute picture.
That is cute.
That's sweet.
That is a very sweet Father's Day picture.
Yeah.
What are they reading? The Time. Looks like an alphabet book.
Yep.
CVZ.
C.
What are you laughing at, Mags? I don't.
Get her. Get him. Get him, Joe.
Oh, were you laughing in the chat?
He said that we should take another shot when you mispronounce something else.
Take a shot every time Sarah zooms in on an animal. Okay, well, this one, I'm trying to figure this one out. William Henry Tom. Okay, I look like a little girl in the stroller, but that's a little boy. William Henry Thompson with best friend Marilee in Burma. That's cool. It's a cool photo. In a baby buggy. But what brought them to Burma? Were they on? Did they live there?
Oh, cool picture.
You got a couple generations of probably grandfather,
Bellamy.
a father, and a son.
Bellamy family.
Yep. Oh, that's a cute one.
That is adorable. Boy, picking the photo of the week's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's wish me luck. What I will choose. Sometimes it's very difficult. Okay. That's a good one. Australia. Tap dancing. Tap dancing dad Rex. At age 7, he was taken in tap dancing to help with extreme shyness. The outfit was hand sewn by his mama, Charlotte. That's cute.
That is very cute. Did it help with his extreme shyness?
It looks like he's pretty, I don't know.
Yeah, vivacious, outgoing.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. The wind's getting their hair.
That is crazy. My first thought was that it was Boris Johnson.
What are they playing? Are they playing
croquet?
Yeah.
Croquet.
Mm-hmm. Croquette? Croquet? I want to croquette. Betsy.
That's a cool picture.
Teen Su Wang. Is this your grandfather? Your great grandfather?
Bye, June.
I want to know. We saying bye to June? Bye, June.
Yeah, it's almost 11.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Sarah's like, oh, wow.
Oh, look at the time. In Poland, dad with babcia. Is that like a term for like mom or grandma in Poland? That's what I want to know.
The guy before was Betsy's great-grandfather. Nice.
Oh, great-grandfather.
He was a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Cool. That's great you were able to have those. Oops, I went back too far. Okay. Dad and mom with their brood of 11. Oh my god.
That's a large family. Wow.
That's a big family.
Are there any twins in that photo is the question.
And they're being blessed, and they should be.
I'm trying to see if any could be twins. Maybe these are twins. I don't know. I just feel like.
I wonder if it's the two in the front that are, oh no, that's.
No, they're different heights. Maybe these, I don't know. I give up.
Yeah, they look like twins.
Yeah, they do look similar, but then one, I don't know. That's a lot of children. Well,
wow.
Look, a photo and a baby photo and an adult photo.
Ben says it's just the starter kit. They have 11.
Oh yeah, I know. Benjamin has a big brood, a big gang too. Dr. Delore Dumont. This is my father's young boy and adult. I copied it from a family album.
That's a nice.
He was accepted.
Oh, that's a great idea.
What? What's a great idea?
I'm going to make a baby and a daddy picture of my father.
Oh,
for Father's Day.
That is, do I have I think I have a baby photo of my dad too. Seaman First Class Milton Olin.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Is that somebody's father on D-Day?
Yeah,
That would
I
be
think so.
incredible.
Or a or a grandfather, or doesn't say who it
Wow.
is. Oh, it could just be a generic photo. It says Army Corps of Engineers, not copyrighted now. Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, the D-Day was just the other day too. Four generations.
Nice.
I could do that. I could do that one too.
I can't. I keep trying to get people on my dad's side to send me pictures of other people in our family, and I can't find any.
Because I have a photo of my dad and his dad, my grandfather,
That handsome.
and I think my great grandfather. Okay. Roth Matura family.
Guess what's in that picture, Sarah?
An animal.
There's
Is
a
it a dog?
in the picture.
It is a doggo. A doggo. Look at it. He looks not happy.
He looks very unhappy.
He's like, go away, photographer.
You interrupted my dinner. Get out.
Why is the dog not named? Everybody else has a
Really?
name of the dog. Why don't you
Poor
have a name? Okay.
Aww.
Oh, that's a cute one.
Aww.
Look at her hair.
That's adorable.
That is just adorable.
Mm-hmm. It's her first birthday?
How cute.
Yeah, on my first year birthday. Where is that? Tunisia?
Tunisia.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
They're still talking about the Marx Brothers, and Thomas has discovered that there's another Marx brother that doesn't even have a profile yet. So,
well, I guess you better get on that.
Worko.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was the last of the photos, guys. That was it. And
lots of great Father's Day photos. Yay!
Those were really good.
That was fun. And we have 2 minutes till 11. It's almost. Do we have any questions, comments? Oh, Benji, do you want to give us a quick update?
Yeah, I was going to say we do want at least a half a second.
Mindy, you
just
have
a half
dedicated.
A minute and 30 seconds.
Okay, so in a minute and 30 seconds, I will tell you this about the challenge. Now, if you don't know what the challenge is, visit wikitree.com and look at our G2G forum. Or you can watch our Wednesday live cast. But I will tell you this week's going really stunningly well. We have Coral, of course, Coral Parks, our Roots Tech winner. And I won't tell you which lines, but we have definitely extended several of her lines out of the United States. So it is progressing very nicely.
Nice. Mindy, I had a question for you.
Yes.
Since you're about halfway through the challenge year, what person has been the hardest to work on?
I would say that we don't just have one. We've had several really hard ones. Henry Louis Gates, of course, we had the freed slaves to work with, and there were those record issues that we had to face. Judy Russell, not only was her entire father's side German, but Judy Russell is very particular about making sure she gets her sources exactly right. And I think we had some people that were intimidated and didn't really want to work on her trees. So she was our lowest one. We only got 10 bounty points. That was it. And then, yeah. And of course, recently Yvette's, she had her family out 12, 15 generations already. So you were starting back looking way early, 17th century and back to find anything new. And then Tim Jansen. Now, everyone has their own issues. His was, he had Russian and German in his background, and that's not a project that we really have, on WikiTree developed. So at least with the Netherlands ones with Yvette, we have a big Dutch Roots project. And so we had people to draw from, and it was really great to get some experts out of that. But yeah, I'd say Russia is really one of the hard ones.
That's cool. That's cool. I've been wondering about that since you have half the year under your belt. Who was the hardest so far? So I look forward to having lots and lots more for the rest of the year. I'm excited about this challenge.
Because there are, 52 weeks in the year, and we're on week 24.
Yep.
Maybe 24. And then whatever half of 52 is, that is the halfway mark.
Ben is showing off his Father's Day photo with his new daughter. Do you want
to? Yeah, can we look real quick?
Can we look?
Okay.
I'm assuming we have permission.
Well, if he just mentioned it, I would assume so, yes. Where on his profile? Hold on, I know I'm not showing it right now.
No. Chris Ferriello says, "Daw."
Okay. Oh, there. Okay, I'm going to show the photo. Are we ready?
Here we go.
Oh.
Oh.
How precious.
That is pretty precious.
Oh.
You put a beard on her and she looks just like you.
Look at those rosy cheeks.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Ben.
Yes.
Yeah, super
Great
cute.
Father's Day picture. Oh.
Did anybody get my precious?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that somebody at least got it.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Say that, and I always say, "What do you have in your pockets is Bilbo." I say that to my kids.
Okay. So I guess we should take off since Thomas needs to leave. Thomas has to take off.
Bye, Thomas.
Oh, yeah, we will go.
Bye.
So don't forget, Wednesday we're wrapping up Corals Week, and we're starting Melissa LeMaster Bakers on Wednesday.
Yep.
And then is that 8 p.m.? I think.
Yes.
I think it's at 8 p.m. And then
oh my
next
goodness.
Saturday.
And Kiki
investigate.
Yeah.
Just pour up some more here. Yeah.
Same time, same place next Saturday, and it's 8 p.m. next Wednesday, so I'll be there. I haven't been able to participate in the last two because I've been at work because of the time zone thing, but we'll see you next time, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.